What's up, man?
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How's the flu?
I'm proper now.
You and your son, after talking to you, I just developed the flu.
Sean, I'm that potent. Even via phone, I'm effective.
Yeah, virus. What about that?
I'm just potent. That one was.
Yeah.
How is your flu?
Yeah?
How is your flu?
What?
How is your flu?
Shit.
Getting better?
Yeah, it's something like where it's been on and off for the past month or so. Like I get it finishes after a month, after a few days or few weeks, or after a week or so, it comes back again.
What have you been taking?
Nothing really.
That's right. Obviously, my different types here, I think.
Huh?
Like it must be. It feels the same, but caused by different maybe to viruses or bacteria.
Oh.
So at least take something. For me, the one that works wonders is always ginger. Once I just start chewing ginger, within a week it will be gone, and it will take time. Like if I'm just from eating ginger, even if another person comes with a serious flu, within the next 2 months, I know I won't get it.
You know what's funny? The song that's playing in the background, the Burna Boy song. Let me say ginger.
Ironic, it's a sign. So that's what's it.
Snap. And look at God.
See, God works in mysterious ways.
Anyway, it's calling you about Shan, today, you know what day it is?
Podcast day, yeah, I know.
It's a Monday. It's having Monday blues. Do you even have Monday blues?
No.
Okay, have you ever had them?
Monday blues.
Yeah.
For me, I've never really hated Monday.
Like Garfield.
Unlike
Like
someone
reverse
here.
Garfield. Like who?
Someone I'm looking at right now. I haven't gone for work. Anyway, but maybe if I was working in a job that I don't like and that was so tiresome, even on the weekends, yes, maybe I wouldn't look forward to going back to work.
And you hardly ever work. Working hard or hardly ever working.
Working hard or hardly working. No, but I'm always thinking of things. Anyway. My brain never stops thinking. You know, it's just that you guys never came to Area 51. You would have seen how we used to live back at my home planet.
Like the distant cousins with Patrick Star.
And me and Elon. Hey. Anyway.
And now we see who's the rank in the family.
And runs always turn out to be the best, actually.
And not in this case, though.
Just watch.
The black sheep of the family. Like, God damn it.
Literally. Anywho, what time are we going to podcast?
We're podcasting right now, Kari. We're fucking.
Oh, okay.
We're keeping this. I'm trying to expose you to the sun, like expose you, like.
Hey, don't make the Area 51 guys start camping at my place.
Yeah, like he's right here. He's been under our
This time
nose.
they will literally be shot dead. Anyway.
Yeah, we're talking about Chan, like at the NBA is upon us. And the good thing about this off season, there was the FIBA World Basketball. So at least there was no shortage of Chan. Like, you know what I think bad about basketball? Way to watch basketball sometimes, like it's difficult, like watch like good quality basketball. It's only about NBA, the EuroLeague, and maybe some rare games in between. But
In between.
yeah, apart from maybe like the Euro, what's that, the FIBA and the Africa Cup and the Africa Basketball sometimes. And
Yeah.
the FIBA, nothing like where like you expect America to win, but then they carry team. This is especially Team F.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. For failure. Okay, that's that's a good one.
I see what you did there.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. I
Yeah,
understand what you mean. Like, dude, don't you have better players than this?
yeah.
Like, no offense, but
No, the thing is, like, even the players themselves pulled out, guys.
yes,
They rather
and
play in
they.
the, they rather play in the Olympics than
Mm-hmm.
playing the FIBA World Cup. So,
The
like,
football.
usually what happens in the FIBA World Cup, the America sends, they say like the B team or the C team, like they're good, they're all stars, but they're not like the LeBron level, Kevin Durant level. More like
Yeah.
the last one, it was like 4 years ago. When the Steph Curry went, Clay
Mhm.
Thompson, those guys, like they were about to reach that peak somewhere. There, like, oh, they weren't reach that prime in a sense, like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But this time around, like the guys who went there were more like they're good. They're more like role players, like they're more like role. They're not really all stars yet,
Yeah,
apart from a
yeah.
couple of guys. Yeah,
Like, there is a couple of teams they can go to, and they won't be a first choice player.
yeah, that's the thing. They're more like off the bench kind of thing. Yeah. So like, Sean, like they lost. Spain won.
Yeah, Spain won for the first. Yeah, for how many? This is the first time they won, right?
I think they won previous before. They won once before, if I'm not
They won
mistaken.
once before,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
Spain
they've
is a
never won a
powerhouse.
bronze medal. Yeah, Spain is a powerhouse in Europe.
Yeah. So like even Chad, like there was like even that time when like the last Olympics they played the
Mm.
final against Spain.
Against Spain, yeah, I
Yeah. So
remember.
like even the previous time like the Euro the what's that thing? The Euros.
The Euros,
Yeah.
the
I
what?
think France
Okay.
won. France won that one, but Spain was like always in contention to win.
Yeah, yeah. As well as the Eastern European countries.
Yeah.
At least with basketball, you never rule them off.
That's the thing about China. Because I'm like this Croatia, Serbia, like Yugoslavia, like Yugoslavia was
Mm-hmm.
was being broken up into smaller countries, right?
It's not,
Yeah,
yeah.
the same Croatia. Yeah, I used to wonder like China, like yeah, China, they put in the work like from years and years ago. Like China.
Mm.
No, but the funniest part about the FIBA World Cup, which was the Filipino fans. I think I told you about this, right?
Yeah, like the Filipino fans, like there's a huge mass of Filipino fans.
Yeah, like even like the way they chant, like they support their teams, like it's admirable. But again, like sometimes this is bordering on delusion, like guys.
Oh yeah,
Like before, like I was reading some of the comments, like before the World Cup started, like yeah, like you're going all the way to Shan, like you start naming the players, like then para Shashano, like can't see. Anyway,
Because I don't think is there any other sport that has a great impact in the Philippine Islands apart
boxing.
like oh yeah, boxing, basketball. I think these two they've really shaken up the Philippine Islands as a country.
Yeah, but I think about basketball, they always like if you let's say like you're foreign base, you want to play in foreign base player, right? They only allowed one per team in their top flight.
Mm.
That's the thing. Most countries do that. Like I've noticed, like most Asian countries they can kind of do like regulate the set, like where like only one player per team. I think even South Korea does that the same. Like South Korea League as well does the same thing.
Mm. In order to
China,
develop,
yeah. But
it,
if you're trying to get the best of the best, one player per team doesn't really cut it.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like I always wonder, like why they do that. It's it's common in Asia, even across different sports. Like one is only allowed like to have what like a team is only allowed to have one foreign base player
Yeah,
and multitudes of local guys. When if okay pound for pound, like if say for instance, okay hypothetically speaking, you have 10 LeBron James
uh,
players who go to the thing. and it becomes the most watched basketball league, are they still going to hold on to that rule? Or in order for people to watch, to get more fans, it has to be much more competitive.
Yeah, I think,
So I feel like they shoot themselves in the foot again like that, because honestly speaking, if there were more foreign-based players like from the US going there, I think I would be watching the Asian Cup much more often.
yeah. But most times, even also like Chan, like some players even for, okay, just more like Chan, like let's say, I think there's also like a time limit, if I'm not mistaken, like where like you can only play for a certain club or Chan or certain period of time, like say a 5 year stretch,
Oh,
which is kind of like weird. Like that's like having Ronaldo for 5 years when if he but he wants to stay there for a lifelong contract, like was thing like. Or you're having let's say a player of Manuel Mosala's caliber for 5 years only. You only the good years will be probably the last 3 years of his contract, right? Because the
yeah,
first two is adjusting, the second year is also like getting his rhythm. The third, like that's when he's getting into like he's getting the full swing of things. Then afterwards you leave.
yeah. It's tricky. Wherever the money is involved, there's always politics. There's always, I think, rules that are a bit questionable. I don't know. I really hope it will develop. It will develop them as a nation that plays basketball. Because I was checking out a documentary recently. It turns out that China now has more basketball courts than the US.
Which is
No,
that's
okay, yeah, it's statistically speaking, that's logical because there are billions of
yeah,
them. Like,
and that's one of the
there's,
largest basketball markets in the world.
yeah, yeah, and that's why we have more and more teams that are going to play in China off season.
The good thing about China, I think they're more like opening up the rules for that side. It used to be the same as well, but I think now it's more than one player per team. But most of these squads, I think it's like 2 or 3 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
I shall Google and check it. We shall check and come back. You heard about the league, the NBA is opening a league in China, in Africa.
oh,
Yeah, more like a club basketball league, a
okay. I
continental
remember those. Yeah, I think was it you or Chipoya who told me about that?
probably. Well,
Yeah,
him or me.
like, so that's good. Now finally, we'll be taking basketball a bit much more serious in
No,
Africa.
but that's why they China. The CAF
Yeah,
Champions League, they have the basketball
yes,
version. So already there in place.
but like impact.
Yeah, the
Okay.
impact of the NBA backing, yeah, that also help. But
Yes.
I think that like where like Sony selected countries like Sony, South Africa,
Yeah.
Kenya, Nigeria, okay, the usual countries.
The
Like
usual
when
countries.
yeah,
But yeah, Mozambique.
not Mozambique,
Not even Mozambique.
uh,
But
the,
Lord have mercy. Then what are the chances of seeing if
I think the
Mozambique
only
and
Eastern African
Angola?
country that's there, South Africa. I think that Angola as well, because Angola has a powerhouse in African basketball.
Yeah.
So I think it's like 8 countries: South Africa, Angola, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, if not mistake, Ghana. I think Egypt or Morocco, like some North African countries, thrown in the mix.
Mm.
Anyway, see that's what you turn out.
Yeah. Finally, I really hope African basketball will be taken care of in a much better way, because it's a pity like the basketball league in Zambia, right? You find that okay, like when we were growing up, there were players who are good. Okay, let me not say great. Yes, that's a stretch. Okay, but like we could like he's good, but where is it going to take him?
Oh yeah, that
That's the thing. Yeah, and there's
at least.
always risks of
Mm,
injury. Now that expense, and I'm pretty sure that won't come from uh,
yeah.
your paycheck from your basketball team.
Cause it's more like a semi-pro league in Zambia. You
Yeah,
only a few teams pay you. Or nowadays the new system in place like where like if you play for a club, right, and they more like look for work for you. They more like look for employment for you, which is
that's good.
which is also
It's
a
good.
good way of trying retaining players. Because you might find like some player he wants to play basketball, but he needs to find a livelihood. That's the thing. And it's now like the more like wising up in the sense like no, we need to take care of our players.
Yeah,
And
I feel like that was a good alternative.
yeah. But even like for that thing you're talking about earlier, where like you play basketball, you got potential. Then you need at least nowadays there's basketball without borders, which is I think 5 or I think it's now like 10 years now. Like where like basketball players under 16, under 18, yeah, go to either South Africa, Nigeria, because the camps held in different parts of Africa each year. I think even Wamsi went in Angola to the one in Angola.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sponsored by the NBA.
okay.
Like Joel Embiid was selected from the same process, and some other African. Yeah, so this now more let's say like more NBA teams are looking to Africa because like more like they see like the potential of African players.
Yeah, it's I would say a cheap source of great talent.
Mm, and not really cheap. It's just like that, like
Let's look elsewhere. Right?
yeah. It's
Okay,
more
let's
like
broaden our reach.
it's more like you can find a great like okay, more like you can find like more like you can find someone like a LeBron caliber player. Let's say like he's 6'8", he's fast for his size, that kind of thing. Like where like it's hard to find a player like a big player who's like physically agile. You know that thing like where like in Africa it's more like the main source, so you can usually find like different body types and different physiques in a sense like where like it's a broader like where like in other places in the world like it's smaller sample size. Get out of there to say
Yeah, I get it.
yeah. I think yeah.
They're trying to look for the next surgery back.
Yeah, I got it. Like the
Or
next Joel Embiid.
Iguodala.
Yeah. Like I feel like yeah, that's all it is. Anyway, what we shall wait and see.
Yeah, we shall wait and see. It's a pity they came past your basketball playing prime. I remember you were the the three shot king
Boy, I still got
once upon a time. Now you're more like Rick Ross. And that, not the money. And the body, yes.
what's true about Willis? Drake was a slim down.
Yeah, he's steadily losing weight, unlike somebody. So,
What you mean? Like, I not even chat. Oh, this is nearby. I told you know I'm
oh
not.
yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, so you intend to start playing regularly now?
Last time, yesterday I went to play Sunday ball from here. I thought you shifted, right? That thing you
Yeah,
shifted now.
yeah, you did.
I
You
did.
did it. Yeah, we spoke when you were packing last time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, you're not that shifted twice. We shifted twice in a space of one and a half, a month and a half, right?
Yes, you moved to
Ibex
is it
extension, right?
Ibex? Yeah. Then you
Then
moved to Mateo.
yeah, material. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm still nowadays, nothing like we're like you want. It's more like I don't want to practice, but I want to play in like Shan. You want to play against
You want
high
to
level
play
competition,
competitive? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
but the process of you have to be going to practice
Every day.
every
Yes.
day like Shan. Like so if a new player like Shan, like you have to build your name for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like and I don't say about the league, you more like have to, the golf names. The thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then that like where you build the name for yourself or Uzika come league. So like Shan, like it's easier to get playing time. If you want to really get playing time, if you're a new guy, you have to really like Shan, like be at practice. Never miss practice. I think like you have to really prove yourself. But that's the thing. Like anyway, we'll see what's going to happen. Nowadays, one out. But then it's a good
Yeah,
thing. Like
laziness. Mm.
yeah. But at least it will be helpful. Like Shan, like get, more like getting physically fit.
Yeah, it's an advantage on that part
Yeah.
as well.
And I mean at the prime of my youth.
That's great. But just another question. Has there ever been an African team that has reached the semi-finals
Of the
of the
FIFA
World
World
Cup?
Cup. I don't think so.
Because ever since I started following it, we don't
No,
do as well.
I have to check. Sometimes even the African players don't. If a plays in the NBA like Joel Embiid, supposed to play for Cameroon, never even showed up.
Ah, come on.
That's the thing. Sometimes these African players opt to play for different countries. Like even like Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka played for Spain.
Yeah.
Like some other Africans opt to play for the USA.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Spain, big culprits. Spain, France, these two nations are great culprits in terms of getting talent from. It's so easy to get a visa or to get citizenship in these countries if you're in sports. It's
Yeah.
the same thing that they've been doing in football.
Even
Like Leo,
even Greece. Giannis
even Greece.
Antetokounmpo. He's even from the name
Hmm.
itself. He's Nigerian.
Yeah.
Now that he's in the NBA, in fact, he got his passport. His Greek passport. Like when he was in the
Hmm.
NBA, like kind of thing. Like where like the
Oh,
man
like even like he was claiming, but
they were dragging
he
that
wasn't
shit.
even really like, okay, I see, like he wasn't really legally from Greece.
No, he was like the parents migrated there. Like when I think when he was young, he was born in Nigeria. Then like
He
his
had a
brothers,
Nigerian
but
passport.
his younger brothers were born there. But I'm sure he's going to play in from USA, depending on how good he's the younger brother. Since he's not growing up in the States.
Yeah, it's a common thing. Like Lionel Messi almost played for Spain in the 2010 World Cup.
Yeah. Even like
So if
even like that
they,
kid, the Ansu Fati kid.
yeah, like he's going to be the young Spanish player. There's so many. With that other guy, the from Wolves, what's that? Wolverhampton Football Club.
Ah, he's a Spanish kid.
Adore Traore. Yeah, he debuted for the Spanish national team.
Oh,
The likes of Kylian Mbappe, the likes of Paul Pogba, the likes of, whereby their siblings are actually,
yeah. To play for that kind for
yeah.
the home child.
Mm. Okay, for Mbappe, we would say like because he was born and bred there, so yes, he can play for. Like we would say, he's much more eligible. Not whereby you migrate at a young age, you want to go back, then they say no, don't worry, we'll give you citizenship, blah blah blah, and you play regularly.
Yeah.
Would you, and with the disorganization of African sports, it's, I think nowadays, now it's like really, that's when it's like really, really showing some great structure.
Yeah. Because some aside for Nigeria, some of these players are coming back to and they only come back when they child number Kavuta.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Iwobi. If Iwobi was playing was like
Mm,
let's say like 2 times like it was like 5-10% better than he is now. He could be playing for England.
yes, if he was slightly better than if okay, he's good. I feel like he's quite good, but his goal scoring prowess is a bit low for a player of that trickery. So
Yeah.
if he was a great goal scorer, I'm sure they would have tried to persuade him.
Yeah, even like Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
Even that guy, Tammy Abraham and the other guy who was injured.
Hudson Odoi.
Yeah. Those guys will play for Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
But Hassan has already played for England. So like
Yeah.
but they still have to play.
Anyway, it's tricky. So I'm sure we'll be facing such kind of things when like the basketball industry in Africa
Yeah.
grows, because it will be, because they already do that. Once they see massive talent, they'll push you out if you're just not steady.
Well, yeah, like just come and play for us. You keep then there's those horror stories like where like you're good enough, you show potential. Then you suddenly reach a certain age, they don't pick you anymore.
Yeah, like who's Charles Musonda? Charles Musonda Jr.
Yeah.
Similar thing happened. Like he showed great potential growing up, but like everyone expected him to grow bigger than that, but didn't. So now he rejected playing for Zambia. He's played for Belgium. He rejected playing for England, but he doesn't get it. So now he's in a dilemma. Either you improve your game, but I really and I don't even know where he is.
Angaje number hazard.
You
De
can't.
Bruyne.
You can't. Like those guys have got years of a great track record. One,
And they're still
even
young
if
as
they have,
well.
Yeah. Even if they had a bad game, I feel like even on a bad day, they really put in some good shifts. So they can't take a gamble, even if he has a bad. Because even if Hazard is on the bench, there is Insigne, there is the other Hazard, the younger brother who can play his position. There is like a list of
Flamini.
good talent. Yeah.
What's that guy? Witzel.
Victor. They have a huge.
Even that
They
guy
have
who
a
plays for
great squad.
Napoli. That guy for Napoli.
Yeah, Insigne.
Yeah. That's the
No,
thing.
not Insigne. No, Mertens.
Martins. Yeah. Then there's Telemans.
Yes. And Telemans he's playing well. I haven't seen him the last couple of games for Leicester, but for a 20-year-old, he's very stable.
He's French.
Like, yeah,
Ah.
he's 20. You see the quality that he shows, right? Yeah, I was shocked when I found out his real age. Like 20-year-old. Actually, I found out like 18-year-old. I was like, this kid is good. I stopped seeing him around. Then I saw him at the World Cup, 19-year-old. I was like, hey, this kid is really good. Yeah, so he's one of those like players with big mentalities but are young.
Right there, boy. But
Yeah.
that guy who didn't play for Algeria, like he played for something for France or some other European country. I think the Netherlands. I think he's an Ajax player, one of the strikers.
Right now at Ajax.
Yeah, he's an Arab dude. He's plays for Chad. He plays for Morocco or Chad.
The guy who plays for Morocco. What's his name?
He couldn't play for in the
Ziyech.
World. Yeah, Ziyech. He
Is
couldn't
it
play for the
Ziyech?
World Cup. You don't play in the World Cup was the same thing. Like he once represented
Oh,
like one game. Then
okay.
he wanted to appeal to his post and Sanko, but he took time when they took time more like with getting back to him.
Getting back to him.
So he missed the World Cup. Yeah, that saves him, Mike. You watching last minute the dog of Oxang Okshan.
And that's me. There was a lot of talk about him last season, but I haven't really tracked his progress now.
He stayed, didn't he stay Okshan?
For Ajax, yeah. But I don't know how good Ajax is doing because, the beginning of last season, they just hit the ground running. Won most of their first games and stuff like that. It was evident that they were okay. This season was going to be good if they continue like this.
But
And which turned out
all guys gone.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yes,
what's that guy's name?
The guy in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Frankie de Jong. Is it Frankie de Jong?
Frankie de Jong. But some other guy also went as well.
Yeah, but they're a great club that progresses, that makes people improve.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, for big teams such as Real Madrid that have a tendency of buying every player that they find in their path, I think those guys really sell at an affordable price and good quality.
But nowadays, when they delete and so that
yeah, nowadays there's no affordable price. No, Madrid was like, we want our philosophy or the way we understand football will not change, and the way our strategy has changed. We're just buying young players and developing, which I think is very, very good strategy for this overinflated market. And they shouldn't really blame anyone because I think Real Madrid were in the forefront for decades, hiking up the inflation. So buy players that